Hey now. So, kicking it back with you again. This is the podcast at Chillin Out. I'm Dan, and I'm here with...
Christopher. Doesn't feel right to say.
Alright.
Yeah.
So what are you feeling today?
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Just keep going.
Whatever, fuck it, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his name today. Whatever, fuck it, keep going.
Yeah. Abbreviated for short.
So today, we are going to talk about Bitcoin. I just saw a little video that I've been throwing at Chris. Whatever, fuck it, just keep going.
There you go.
And the thing is this, ladies and gents. Bitcoin is a bunch of bull. That's my opinion, though. I'm probably not right. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, he was wrong, too, by the way. Do you want to know how he was wrong?
Who?
The guy you're head over heels for over there.
Head over heels?
Yeah.
I'm looking at my sneaks right now.
Wolf of Wall Street best friend over there.
Wolf of Wall Street best friend. I'm just saying, he's a person that knows some things about things being bullshit. That's
Apparently
all
doesn't
I'm
know
saying.
much about Bitcoin, though, because he was, like, really, really, really wrong about something he said.
Well, he also said that it's doing really, really well. That's the thing.
No, what he said was really, really, really wrong was that it has no intrinsic value.
What do you say?
It has no intrinsic value. Something he keeps bringing up is that
Meaning it doesn't
value to
have
it.
a handheld value.
Yeah, like it's not like gold, you know.
It's not something you can hold in your hand.
Not that you can't hold in your hand, but it has no value to it. It's all speculative, which is factually incorrect. The value, at the very minimum, is derived from how much work it takes to mine a Bitcoin. It takes investment of time and energy to mine a Bitcoin. With user computers to solve intense calculations, and that's how it verifies that you are worthy of the Bitcoin. But as more and more Bitcoins are mined, calculations get harder and harder. It takes more and more energy, like literally energy, electricity. You try to mine Bitcoins with your computer, or like several computers, you're running 7 computers to mine a Bitcoin, you know, or mine it, whatever currency out there. Mm-hmm. And that will actually add money to your electric bill. Because of that, it has at least, at the minimum, the value that it takes to get one. That's why nowadays people don't mine Bitcoin with the computers, because it's just not worth it. They build specialized machinery to mine Bitcoins.
A specialized machinery.
Like before, you used to use you use your fucking laptop because it has a graphics card on it. It's got a processor. You know, you can use that to compute these equations. But nowadays, that's not even fucking nothing. You know, when it comes to the computational power you need to solve the Bitcoin's algorithms that they give you. You need to actually have machinery, computers built specifically to solve those kinds of equations. Specific programming, specific materials, construction, parts. So to say that this coin has no value attached to it is categorically false.
No.
The same way it would cost you money to start mining gold. You can't just go and start picking up gold off the ground and say, well, look, I got gold. Go buy the mining equipment to go mine it. You have to buy the processing equipment to process it into a form that's valuable. You know, you can't just bring rocks somewhere. You got to actually process gold. So at the very least, I mean, it's definitely not $9,000 worth of work, backed up to now or something like that.
Yes.
But at the very least, it's got some value to it, intrinsic to the fact that it exists.
Let's see. I don't know.
But also, if you look at the way Bitcoin's grown over the past 10 years, just about, it's pretty infant. You know, it's pretty much in its infancy. It's not going anywhere, and it just recently started getting into the mainstream. So I have faith that it'll probably go back up eventually, someday in the future. I'm not selling it till then. Shit, just in case. Plus, I bought in around this time anyway, like when it was this price. So, I didn't really actually end up losing much or anything. I think I had like a few bucks. But overall, it's fine. Not too much.
I don't know, man. It just, I don't know. If I described it as it feels like hollow. It just feels hollow. It just feels kind of like, I don't know how this could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too cash centric. Maybe
What
I'm
was
just
your cash based on?
what?
What the hell's your cash based on?
Gold.
No, it's not.
Isn't that what it's supposed to be based on?
It's supposed to be. It hasn't been
That's
based
what
on
I'm
gold
saying.
for like years and years and years.
But so
Pretty sure no major currency is based on actual, like, backed by any kind of gold or nothing. I don't know how they work in Europe. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but our dollar's not based on gold. And that's just going down, slow and and steady.
it's just, I think the cash, the coin, I don't think I could really believe it until I hold something in my hand.
Do you hold the money in your bank in your hand?
No, I hold the cash in my hand.
You always use cash?
I usually like to.
What does that mean?
I like to take cash out of something that
You
says I
don't
have
always
cash.
use cash.
So then what are you trying to say?
So then you use your card. You accumulate debt. You have a credit card?
No.
You don't have a credit card?
No.
How do you get credit?
I make my own money, I spend my own money.
No, but how do you have like credit? Like a credit rating. What's your credit rating? I mean, don't tell everyone your credit rating. You don't have a credit card at all?
No, I don't have a
Really?
credit
Wow.
card, dude. I believe that credit cards are the devil. I believe that credit cards are truly the devil.
It's a necessary evil, man.
Why? I mean, I know the answer of why, but like the thing that is
Anything you need a loan for, you cannot get a loan for.
Well, I need a loan for anything.
For a house, for a big car, for a bigger boat. I don't know. I could use a bigger boat. I'm a tiny one. It's a little matchbox boat. I'm gonna scale it up 100 times. Gotta get credit for that. Unless you have fucking cash on hand. Yo, I was thinking about flipping houses.
Really?
Yeah. There's mad bank in that.
I mean, my uncle used to do that when he was younger.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, I don't know if it really worked out well for him.
You gotta buy your house at auction. Plus, my girlfriend is a interior designer. So, buy a house, renovate it completely, make it look super nice, sell for $1 million, whatever.
$1 million?
You know, chump change. Go on to the next house. You know, might be interesting. Plus, we have, just about the same amount as we used to when we first bought our house. So, could probably do it again. That's just fucking... Buying a house is hell, though. So much stress involved. Give you fucking gray hairs. You know?
It's just, that's why I'm like, I'm having a hard time trying to wrap my head around it. That's the whole get down. That's
You buy a house.
my brain is literally going like I'm trying to.
You go find a house that's really cheap because it's in really shitty shape,
Yeah.
and you spend a bit of money to fix it up, and that automatically increases the value a lot, and then you resell it. Because the value doesn't go up based on how much you put into it; it goes up based on how good it is.
Oh.
Like our house, when we fixed it up, we spent $10,000 to fix it up, and it was valued at like $60,000 more. So that's $50,000 right in my pocket. Boom, year's worth of salary. Actually, it's more than I make. So fuck, it's just good money, you know. If I sold my house right now, shit, it's my year's salary. I can quit.
You could quit.
I can quit. I'm still gonna come here and hang out
Why would you quit?
because I'd be making money, making bank. I wouldn't have to come in, you know. I'd come in for fun and just fucking waste your guys' time, you know.
Why?
Make you show me all the pipes. Be like, hey, can I see that one? Can I see that one? Can I see that one? I had this customer today that did exactly that. Really obnoxious. Sat like 25 minutes looking at pipes, one by one. Yeah.
Why you gotta be so cruel?
What do you mean?
That's cruel.
25 pipes.
Torture us?
25 minutes.
Torture?
Oh, you mean what I would do? No, I just come hang out and you can, perceive that any way you want to. If it's torture to you, then so be it. But it won't be my goal. But yeah. I was also thinking about that other guy that came in here. Have you met I'm not gonna say his name. The NSA guy.
Why do I want to say Ralph Nader?
Don't say Ralph Nader. That's not a fucking.
Who is that?
I wouldn't say his name on the air because he's a customer here, but
Ralph
the
Nader?
NSA guy. I don't know Ralph Nader. He's some kind of government guy. I think he's a government dude. He's a G-man. But have you met the NSA guy?
No. I don't know who is that? Oh, no, wait. The NSA guy that comes here that's a little...
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
a little... He's fun.
I
He's a
don't
little
know
fun.
if... he's not actually in the NSA. But he has some very, very wacky personality traits, maybe? I don't know. I'm pretty sure the guy is schizo. Like, legitimately. Which is a shame, But, he told me that... he told me that he, more or less, I'm going to paraphrase here. Not even paraphrase, I'm going to give you a synopsis of what he said. Basically, he told me that he traveled through time by huffing research chemicals out of a paper towel tube. More or less. How he met up with fucking Nancy Pelosi, and he was going to be an ambassador for aliens who were visiting Earth, or something like that. Some really, really fucking cuckoo dreams shit. Like, he probably, I don't know what he's been huffing, but he's been huffing something nasty. Having some really fucked up dreams. He also told me that he just like, I don't know, it's kind of like a brag or something. How he could sit at the bottom of his pool and just breathe nitrous for indefinite periods of time. First off, no, you cannot do that for indefinite periods of time. You'll die, I'm pretty sure, if you do that for, an indefinite period of time. That was pretty interesting. Also, he drove here in a new Honda that he had spray painted 10 billion on the side of. Just the number 10 billion.
The number 10 billion?
10 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Just written on the side of his car. His brand new car. They paid for it in cash. I have a friend whose sister works at a dealership, and apparently he shows up there the other day to get this car and then brings it back a little bit later on in the day with just 10 billion spray painted on the side of it. I mean, he paid for it. It's his car. He can do what the fuck he wants with it, right? But, yeah, just 10 billion. Scribble on the side. No reason.
That's the craziest shit.
I mean, well, he's probably crazy, yeah.
That's the craziest shit. That's the craziest shit. So, he works for the NSA.
No.
No.
Definitely not.
How do you know this?
Because he's actually legitimately probably crazy.
You know this?
He's either that or he travels through time by huffing research chemicals through paper towel tubes. So, maybe. Maybe not. I think it's a safe assumption, I think you could safely assume that he's not quite right mentally. He also told, have you met the guy who also trades Bitcoin, who comes here in the morning sometimes, gets coffee?
Mm-hmm.
He told that guy that he has liver cancer. Not he the NSA guy. He told the Bitcoin guy that the Bitcoin guy has liver cancer.
Mm.
So he just came across this guy in their coffee shop and just like, you have liver cancer. To a random customer. Who probably does not. But, you know, I mean, maybe that's true as well. Maybe he's the NSA guy and he actually knows for sure. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Have you seen that contraption ever? If you've seen his car when he drives it here. Even before he spray painted it.
When does he come here? Because I never see this guy.
I've seen him like twice. He actually freaked me out because he came back. He came in the morning the last time I was here on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Last time I was closing here. And hung out and got coffee for a little while. And then I was closing up Wednesday. And I hear a pull at the door. It's locked. And I see his fucking spectacles in the doorway. Asking if he can come inside. And I was like, sorry dude, we're closed. We close at 8. But that shit honestly freaked me out. I was thinking like, what the fuck? This crazy man, who also allegedly, I guess, held up a Chinese food place at knife point 10 years ago. Yeah, he was just outside of the door. Interesting customers, man.
Dude, we get the strangest customers. Like, it's really crazy. Like, we get some strange questions. We get some strange questions from some strange people. And this is like a culmination of how it just is here. Like, Jerry.
Roller coaster don't stop.
Guy that comes that gets bugler but kind of haggles us for the price. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know? Then you got people who come here and try and get us to knock down the prices of liquids. And
Well, everyone's a hustler. Everyone's trying to hustle a little bit.
Bill Hosford.
Bill Hosford's a nice guy.
Bill Hosford's a nice guy.
I love Bill.
But he's a character.
Oh, he's totally a character.
Totally a character.
But he's an awesome dude.
Awesome dude.
He's gonna come by and fix my shed up, apparently.
That's badass.
Yeah, man. Gonna help him out. We shed builders. Me and Billy Boy are gonna bond. Over shedding some coffee. So. CBD.
CBD. This is something in the topic I want to crush and get on top of. CBD is starting to become a very particularly personal part of my life in the way that I utilize it and spread knowledge upon it. Okay, so CBD is this, guys. CBD is the secondary derivative of cannabis and hemp. So the thing is you can get both CBD from the cannabis and the hemp plant, but this is the issue. This is the issue. This is where it starts to get a little personal for just about everybody, but it's different grades of personal for different people. So point is that if you get CBD oil from a cannabis plant, problem is that if you have a, obligation where you have to, I guess, perform into a cup for them to get, checked out by a doctor, The thing is this, you will come up hot if you take CBD from a cannabis plant.
Of course, yeah.
Thing is that you got to get CBD from the hemp plant. The hemp plant CBD is where all the strength and the magic comes from. That's where all the miraculousness lies. That's where it's all nothing but CBD. You have to look at it like this. The cannabis plant is the female plant. It reproduces. It has the buds and the seeds and the la-la and all the awesome. Right? But then you got the hemp plant, which is just tall, thick, stalky, leafy, tree-like plant matter. And when you crack that open, it's just strictly CBD. It's not a female, so it doesn't reproduce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing is that it's kind of literally one plant gets you high, one plant doesn't. Both plants take away your pain, but one just doesn't get you high.
It also, shit. Apparently it helps with it's an antipsychosis medicine too.
Antipsychotic.
Yeah. which is crazy.
It's truly something that should be utilized.
Apparently, if you got too high, which I mean, there's no
it
way
negates
to do that.
the effects. It
Apparently
negates the effects, but what
It's
it
proven
doesn't.
to. You know,
It's something that it's good for people with brain problems. That's the way I'll set it. That's the way I'll sit that.
you know, the NSA guy bought like 3 bottles of it.
Oh, NSA guy, you're talking about the guy that comes here.
Yeah, he bought like 3 bottles of it. Makes me kind of doubt it works or not, because he was just as crazy the next day.
Oh.
He told me he drops a whole bottle of that into a bottle of Gatorade.
Shut the fuck up.
And he then said he could sell this drink for $10,000.
What?
I didn't know what to say in response. Like, no, you can't? Would be the obvious answer, I guess. But I was just flabbergasted. Like, he was like, if I bottled this and shipped it around the world, I could sell this for about $10,000. Okay, yeah, you know, you do you, man. I mean, I don't think so, but okay. But yeah, he needs some higher strength CBD.
Maybe he needs like 1,000 milligram.
We need to get that new brand then. We get it in.
We need to get that CBD distillery stuff in.
Yeah.
That
High
would
potency.
change. That would change lives. We need higher potency stuff. People are gonna build tolerance to it, dude.
I don't know. Do you build the tolerance to CBD?
You can build a tolerance to CBD. The human body can only tolerate around 1,800 milligrams a day. So if you overdo it, I mean, you're going to pee the rest out, but if the body gets used to having CBD in it, it can build a tolerance to it.
I can see that.
So you kind of don't want to do
Though
that.
1,800 milligrams a day is a lot. That's a lot of CBD.
It is a lot of CBD, but the same thing is if you get like a higher concentrated dose, you don't have to take as much.
Yeah.
Thus, you don't have to literally
Even
overdo
like
it.
a 200 milligram dose at a time. That's like fucking 9 doses in a day. That would be crazy. Not that you'd feel anything off of it, really. Like, you wouldn't get, like, you know, riggedy wrecked off of it. But,
riggedy wrecked.
yeah.
Riggedy wrecked.
Yeah. But, it's a waste of money at that point. Shit. Also helps for anxiety, apparently. Which I never really bought into. But, I'm getting more and more people say that they use it for anxiety. And it seems to have good effect.
Yeah, I use it. I use it because I have anxiety. I have severe anxiety. I got depression issues. I think I might have a little touch of CBD. CBD. A little bit of PTSD in me because I'm a bit of a nervous wreck. I've seen a lot of shit people shouldn't see. I used to be an EMT for a while. I've seen people I've known die personally in front of me. It fucks you up, you know? It just absolutely fucks you up. And I know people like to just define it as maturing as a person. It fucks you up. And this is where we're going to go on the deep end, alright, motherfuckers? It fucks you up in your head. It fucks you up in your head. You can't unsee that shit. It stays with you forever. And it just doesn't go away. Comes back in bits and pieces in the blink of an eye. Kind of like a dream, sometimes kind of like a nightmare. And it scares the shit out of you because you're just sitting there and you turn a corner, all of a sudden something hits you and you're just like, oh fuck. And like you don't want to out loud just say, oh fuck, because then it sounds like you're crazy.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to bear and grin it.
For sure.
Have it just go right past your face and not let it like phase you. Which gets hard after a while. It gets really hard to do after a while.
Have you found that CBD helps with that?
CBD helps me a fuck ton with that.
Yeah.
Smoking in general helps me with that, but CBD helps me a lot with that. CBD helps me a whole lot with that.
That's awesome.
I mean, anybody that's going through like tough times, like if you just feel like you can't just hold on, take a little bit of CBD.
Yeah,
Just
give it a
lay
shot.
down, close your eyes, take a nap, you know. The reason why I'm saying this is that things happen to people, they get fucked up. I wanted to do a little bit of a dedication. I had 2 people in my life just recently pass away. One of them was from cancer. Something that could have probably totally been treated with medical cannabis. I don't know if he was or if he wasn't. If he was, that's a goddamn shame because I was a strong kid. Chris Tucci. Chris Tucci, I grew up with Chris Tucci basically my whole life. I knew his brother Ray. Brother Ray was one of the counselors that I went to at the Boys and Girls Club. Graduated with my cousin Nicole, you know. Tucci was only a couple years older than me, man. 3 years older than me. Cancer. Gone. Superhero freak like me. Used to talk superheroes all the time. His favorite superhero was Aquaman.
Really? Aquaman?
Rightly so, because he is the controller of 75% of planet Earth. Shout out to Tucci for teaching me that. Think about it. Motherfucker knows about 100% of what's in that ocean. We know only about 10% as human beings. The farthest we can go down without actually needing to sit inside of an iron cast machine is 10,000 leagues. Because the pressure literally can crush that to the size of smaller than the size of dice. So think about that.
You think that's a lot of water?
Okay? But just saying, Tooch was a good kid. Tooch was a smart kid. Tooch was a positive influence on everybody he touched in his life, and it's a real shame, and I wish if he hadn't CBD, I really, it sucks because I wanted to talk to so many people about this, and it just feels like sometimes I feel like I am so late in life talking to people about this shit. Like, more people should be talking about CBD and the benefits of it.
For sure.
Now where this goes on the deep end is I have a very near dear friend of mine who also died as well recently. Details came in kind of slow for me because I have not seen him in years due to, you know, life. But my friend Ruben, who joined the Army a while back, I saw he was doing pretty good, I thought, and then the other day my boy, who's boys with him, posted about it on Instagram calling him his angel now, and I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I kind of just avoid asking because I didn't want to think it was real. I thought somebody was on that bullshit. And eventually, one of my buddy's girlfriend's moms and dad came in here and kind of were like, yeah, so that's crazy about what happened to him, right? And I was like, yeah, I heard about that. And they were like, he already shot himself? And I didn't know that.
That's brutal.
And I heard that and my stomach sank. Because that's my battle buddy. That was my friend that we would get drunk and we would say to each other, I'd go to war with this guy any day. I'd fight with this guy next to me any day. Because that was my guy. That was my buddy. That was my mental friend. That was my buddy who mentally matched me, not crazy, but just strength-wise.
Yeah.
Like, ambition-wise, charisma-wise. He was a good friend. And CBD could have... I don't know what he was going through, man. I really don't know what he could have been going through because he seemed happy. And that's the shame part of it all. That's the hard part. So he seemed happy, and it was just last second, you know? It's hard. It's hard when you lose somebody you know from suicide. Especially because you don't know what's going on in their head. Nobody asks questions, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the more...
we got to get awareness on this. We really got to...
like, shocking things about it when it happens.
It's
like,
just harsh.
And around them, they're just like...
And it's unfortunate. I call nobody a coward who kills themselves, because people who do that, I think, are rude, mean, and they don't understand what's going on in their lives. Like, that person could have been raped their whole life, and you have no idea. But they're a coward for killing themselves. Okay, you get raped your whole life and see how hot you feel.
Yeah.
Feel me? So it's kind of... That's how I mean, that's an extreme to put it to, but just literally, though. Think of why somebody would want to kill themselves. Rationally.
It's
you have to go to an extreme because that's the only way.
It's definitely something that requires, you know, I guess, you know, a certain kind of strength.
Deep grooved fucking just anguish.
You're forcing yourself to just not pay attention to that screaming urge inside of every person that says stay alive. We're all built into that kind of instinctual drive to live. Or to overcome that. That's strong.
But so, with that being said, I don't want to leave this on a sad note. I want to leave this on a positive note. Rest in peace to Tucci and rest in peace to Ruben. I love you guys. I'm going to miss you guys. If you don't know about CBD, you really need to look into it. If you don't know about hemp-derived CBD, you really need to reach out, you really need to ask somebody, and you really need to get some answers for your own goddamn self. Because life can feel as hard as it can, but if you take something that's natural and not pressed into a pill, it won't fuck with your brain in a bad way. It won't make you turn on yourself. It won't make you fucking turn into a monster. It's literally... It's for the best. You have nothing to lose. There's literally nothing to lose. Not a goddamn thing. Because suicide and death is never the answer. It's self-inflicted or not. But, on the positive note, we love you. We want you all to know that.
For sure.
For sure. And if anybody needs anybody to talk, we're always here. And if anybody's got any issues, just come shoot the shit at us. Come just vent. I know, we say that we got customers that are hard and to deal with and everything, but it's like...
No, yeah, it's the best part of the job, too. I mean, I had a guy come in here talking about how he just quit alcohol not too long ago.
We have a guy that came in here that just beat cancer.
Yeah.
With CBD.
Want,
just to flip that on its head, we have a guy that just comes here. His name's Matt. He's a great guy. He's actually an iron worker. Not an iron worker. He's a machinist. He's something. He's in a union, and Brian always comes in and busts his balls.
Nice. I know. I think it's a smaller dude, kind of very heavy set.
Yeah. Well, not as heavy set anymore.
Buys like tons of e-liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So the thing is,
here today.
Yeah. He's a survivor, and not many people are surviving, and they're not all far from our age, so it's kind of like freaky for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Jesus, man, we're not even that old. But yeah. On that positive note, if you need anybody to talk to, you know that number. Listen to Logic's fucking song, man.
Come on by, man.
Yeah, come on fucking by.
Peace.
Peace.